Kenny Rogers has achieved that level of success where he is free to put out the music that means the most to him, rather than playing what radio wants him to sing. With that freedom comes a wealth of creativity, which made what Kenny feels is his best album to date. We had a chance to sit down with him to talk about that new project, You Can't Make Old Friends.
I am sitting down with Kenny Rogers and so thrilled. I'm so excited to talk to you about this project, this album you're getting back with Dolly Parton and doing a song.
How much fun is that? I have to tell you. You know, Dolly and I have a very special relationship. We can go 5 years without seeing each other, but when she walks in the room, we're like we've been together all the time. And there's very few people. My dad told me when I was young, he said, son, be friendly to all, but make friends with a few. He said, because friendship is very demanding. And I think that she is one of the few friends that I have. I'm friendly with everybody in this town, but she's a very special girl.
True friend. Well, I was so thrilled to hear that was on the project, because when I saw you at the Country Music Hall of Fame, when we found out that you were going to be inducted, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Something else big that's coming up?
It's a big coming up. October is going to be big for me.
Oh, fantastic. So talk a little bit about the song, because the duet that you guys are doing, Can't Make Old Friends.
Yeah, there's a great story behind the song, first of all. I was in L.A. south of L.A. at a place called Stagecoach. It's a rock and roll festival. And this kid comes backstage and he said, Kenny, I don't know whether you remember me or not, but my name is Ryan King. I'm William King of the Commodore's son. He's like 30 years old now. And I said, Ryan, I haven't seen you since you were like 10. He said, I know, and that's the reason I'm here. I want to tell you that I was having dinner with some friends of mine the other night, and I was telling them that some of my favorite memories are when we used to come to your place in Athens, Georgia, and I used to ride the golf carts with my son. And he said, those are my favorite memories. And I was telling my friends, I just realized then you can't make old friends. You either have them or you don't.
Yeah.
And I thought it was such a profound statement. And the next night I was in New York with Don Schlitz, helping him get inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. And I told him this story, and he said, oh, please let me have a shot at writing that song. And the next day, he sent me the song.
Wow.
And he said, I wrote this for you and Dolly, so it's pretty cool.
And the lines in that song are just
when we did it,
poignant.
It's a good word. It's kind of poignant and sad at the same time. You know, but because we're dealing with reality.
But that's country music.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of this. But the song is so well written. It's like she and I wrote it for each other.
It's perfect. Perfect. So did you have her in mind? Did you tell him to make a duet when you heard the title?
I didn't tell him, but when he sent it to me, he said, this is for you and Dolly. Wow. So I said, okay.
Yay.
Hope Dolly agrees.
Thank you, Don. And he also wrote The Gambler, of course.
Oh, yeah, and he wrote The Greatest. The song about the little kid that plays baseball.
Player, yes.
And he wrote another one on the album called Oh Baby Don't Leave Me in the Nighttime, the Zydeco thing.
Yes.
He wrote that on the album too.
Oh, well, what a great album. I think it's, one of my favorites.
You know, I'm excited about it because, first of all, I don't have the pressure of sales. You know, I went to John Esposito and to Chris Lacey and to Rebecca Sturck, who are the A&R girls at Warner Brothers. And I said, look, I can't guarantee you I'm going to get any radio airplay. And John said, don't worry about airplay. Make the album you want to make and let us worry about the airplay. If we don't get it, we don't get it. So it took all the pressure off of me as an artist to be able to do, he said, just go pick the songs you like. So, and it's a kind of a wide variety of songs.
It is, and there's another one on there that I just have to commend you for recording. It's one of my favorites. The one, You Just Had to Be There.
You had to be there.
I think single dads, I think so many people need to hear that song.
It's a great story, and that's always been one of my strengths, is songs that have social comments. I mean, this is, for those of you who haven't heard it, it's about a father who visits his son in prison, and he's talking to him through the glass. And to synopsize, he says, it's hard for me to believe that a son of mine has done the things they say you've done. And the boy, in so many words, says, stop. This is not about you. You had to be there back when I was 9, because my mama couldn't throw a ball even if she had the time. Oh. You know, it's about a teenage girl against the world. It is so heavy but wonderful, and I have identical twin boys that are 9 years old. Boy, and it made me want to go home and hug them.
Oh, I bet. Same thing for me, and I have children, so what a great song.
You had to be there, and I'm talking from day one.
We had such a great time with Kenny that we've got tons more for you. Just come on back after this break and we'll continue our chat. We'll get into lots more, including his induction into the Country Music Hall of Fame. We'll be right back.